aging and death is one of the greatest causes of human suffering there is.
Exactly.
If that's your rationale, and it is for humanists, why would you not just extend that? I mean, it does make perfect sense to me. So,
Yeah. Aging is the largest cause of death and
probably
suffering.
Misery
In the world.
I would probably. I'd like to stay in my mid-30s for another 20 years. If you could just do that, then I think I'd be ready to move on and
But
possibly
then
go.
after that time, you probably want to stay even longer. Because life is good.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's definitely a lot to do that I won't have time to do. And I want to know what the future looks like.
Yeah.
I want to know what 2250 looks like. What's happening? How's my country doing? How are my descendants doing? What are we driving around in?
And grandkids and great grandkids and then
And so on. What's the political party system look like?
And
Would I
hopefully-
recognise the buildings? I would love to know those things.
and hopefully you won't be the only breadwinner for your more and more numerous family, right? Like the third generation just waiting for you to cash on you.
But this is what worries me. You know how wonderful a weekend is, because you've worked for 5 days, and if your weekend lasted forever, you'd end up hating it. Life maybe is so special because we know it's short, and we know that we haven't got long, and we know we're going to try and make the most of it. And if it just extended out forever, maybe actually we wouldn't find so much joy and pleasure in it.
Interesting. It's kind of the opposite for me. It's the fact that life is so short that makes it so miserable in a sense, because you're looking forward to this horrible aging, that's going to happen in the long run, and you don't want, it's
So live
causes
in the now.
stress.
You'll never live in the now if you know that the now
Still, you
lasts
have
forever.
24 hours in a day and you can dab in everything and imagine that you will discover completely new areas of life, right? Like in 20 years or
Maybe,
50 years.
maybe.
I'm not sure about this eternity thing, living forever. Up to 160?
Like, guarantee-
Why pick
Once you're 160,
age, like
you're gonna want to live longer.
150s, that's the one I want.
As long as you can be in good health,
see,
right?
You know, I'm like maybe small steps in the beginning.
I do like. I mean, I like the idea of choice, but sort of making that choice seem sort of grim. like it could be that I'll be like 130, and then we have the technology to live indefinitely. And I'll be like, well, I still haven't read Brothers Karamazov. I want a few more years to read all the Russian literature I want to read. But then at some point when you get bored, that's like a dark decision if you get there.
I just have a hard time foreseeing the day when I was just bored. I mean, there's just too much to do, and in the future there's going to be even more things to do, right? Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be unlimited when we get virtual reality. We could live in virtual worlds and just simulate anything. It's just going to be a great experience for learning. And
so imagine you make the decision to die, and then there is technology to untie you.
Right.
If you so your last will could be maybe like in a century or so, if you find it, if it makes sense, please untie me, somehow resuscitate me, and you can go back.
Right. Yeah.
It's interesting that, as I've seen it, a lot of transhumanists are young. They're not old.
No, actually, there's also a lot of Silicon Valley tech people, CEOs.
Yeah, but
they
are
are
old.
they are older. They're like
getting older.
60s, in their 60s, and they invest in transhumanism because they feel the breath of coming,
They're starting to fear death more.
and so they invest really quite a bit and big investments in biotech, companies, technologies. It's because they are getting older with every day. So I think this is the potential of Silicon Valley techno magnates.
David Rockefeller is on his 6th heart. He's
He's
99, just had his 6th heart transplant.
Who?
See?
David Rockefeller is just on his 6th heart transplant.
See?
Wow.
They're just selfish megalomaniacs who want to cheat death because they can control
Hey,
everything.
who is not
But you
selfish?
realize-
Even altruist, sociologically altruism, comes from egoism. So
The horrible thing about death is it's just a one-way ticket. Once you're dead, you can never come back. You can never decide, oh, I did wish I could be alive again. It's just one way. Over forever. You know?
Zoltan is sorry to interrupt this interesting discussion.
I am so sorry to interrupt this. Let's have this interesting discussion on that thing over there. I'm just going to be about 3 minutes, say goodbye to my family, my cat, that kind of thing. And
We go and get our bags and pull them over.
yeah, you're all set. The bus is open. Just go on, make yourself comfortable. There are, if you can stick anything in the upper spaces, please do so we have more room. But if it's already taken, you know, there's some tools and stuff. Just you can move all that stuff aside. Unfortunately, I didn't clean it out. And as you may have heard, the biggest dilemma we have so far of the trip, and my apologies, is that I did not have time to get the toilet ready. So the toilet does not work. There's no water on the bus right now. However, hopefully we may remedy that situation in a bit. I decided not to try to take the time this morning because then we wouldn't have been gone till this evening. So,
It's better to make lots of stops anyway.
yes, lots of stops.
Lots of stops.
Ear brakes.
Zoltan, there must be a technology to stop people from peeing, at least for, you know,
going
2
to that
hours.
So
story,
joyful. It's one
actually,
of the
that-
great joys of life. Why would you want to stop you doing that?
That's definitely
Lovely
not
to
a
meet
big
you.
effort.
And
Nice,
I'm
actually,
hoping-
yes, meeting you in person
Yeah,
also.
likewise. And I'm hoping maybe we'll see you later.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you'll see it in
I
Vegas.
hope so.
that'd be great.
It'd be great if you could.
If all goes as planned,
Great
we're
if you
looking
could.
forward to it.
Super.